Hey guys, AlduicS here, and we're back with Season 1, Episode 5 of Mobile Suit Gundam, Witch from Mercury. I'll admit, it broke my heart watching Suletta break down into tears during the exam, over the frustrations of having to retake it so many times, the bullying she's been experiencing, the harsh language, the discrimination, the expectations put upon her. It seriously hurt. I'll admit, I'm invested in the character so heavily, based on both the prologue and the past 4 episodes. So that's why we're giving Choo Choo the honorary title of GOAT. Sure, she's definitely rough around edges and needs to learn some lessons, calm down, and grow as a person. But for punching those bullies, for knocking their lights out, for disrespecting and harassing both her and Suletta, definitely deserves the praise. Plus, she might actually calm down now that Suletta's joined their house. The Earth House, I believe is what it was called, right? Very curious where we're going to go, how long it'll take before Choo Choo's fully in Suletta's camp, and how their dynamic might develop, especially with Nika in the mix, who kind of acts as like a mediator between the two. Also, we did learn about Suletta's goal, her dream. She wants to create a school on Mercury to draw the young people in, to educate others and provide them a better life. It's such a sweet goal for this girl, and I do hope she gets that opportunity to establish a school, but that might be a very end of the series. We see in an epilogue. But with tensions rising between Earthians and Spatians, and armed force being used to diffuse protest, we might get actual tragedy and battlefields sooner than later. Oppression is never solved by force and violence, unfortunately. It will not calm down from here, so it's only a matter of time. It's a ticking time bomb, basically. But, anyways, before we hop into this episode and find out what's going to happen next, because I'm so curious, one of my most anticipated on a weekly basis, make sure to check out my links down below. My Twitter, my Twitch, my Kitsu, my Patreon. For $5 a month, you get access to my entire reaction backlog, full footage, full audio, opening and endings included, no echoes, no mutings. Currently, I got Akiba Maid War as the Patreon exclusive, can't risk it with copyright on YouTube. Plus, I've started Symphogear, and who knows what else might end up there. And while you're down there, make sure you have a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified when I upload next. It helps boost analytics and tell YouTube my channel ain't dead, because it was inactive for basically 4 years. So every bit of support helps. But let's hop into Gundam. So very curious where we're going to go. Are we going to have any issues with Ellen, or with Choo Choo again, or even Guel, because he's currently tsundere mode about his proposal. Third Tactical Testing Center. Or 3th. And I do wonder if Mia will also join the Earth House, because she wants to escape to Earth, obviously. Hey, Ellen. So what's Ellen's reason for dueling? What's his stake? And is that his personal mobile suit, or a standard run-of-the-mill? Do forgive me if I mispronounce or misspeak a little bit. It is late. I'll try my best, but sometimes my mouth runs before my mind can keep up. I like the mobile suits. Oh, antenna down. And I love this desert sector, like the customized landscapes that this series can offer in this school. Ellen's the winner. So he's just that skilled that he can take on 301. But they did seem like run-of-the-mill people. So is Mio just going to hang around this house even if she doesn't officially join? Which I don't mind. More time for her to develop and grow as a person with people around her. Maybe get actual friendships going. People who don't actually care about her status and stuff like that. Though, to be fair, Guel is definitely on the path of developing further and becoming a better person as well after the events with what happened with Suletta. So that's one less person in that regard. Very curious what Ellen's deal is. Why he's so deadpan, why he can't fall in love, why he's obsessed with witches and Gundam suits. Next phase. Yeah. It involves children now, but if that's ever made public, shit might hit the fan. Because we all know Gundam loves child soldiers and child pilots being thrust into battlefields, having to murder each other and create all sorts of atrocities, war crimes, and experience hell in its own right. So I hope that never comes to light in the series, because shit, that'll be tragic, and I don't know if I can take it. Enhanced person number 4. The way they're focusing. So they're the ones backing him? And we're back. But I do gotta wonder, based on how they're talking, they're gonna try to get Ellen to determine whether or not Suletta's a witch. So probably a duel in that regard. But what would the stakes be? Why would Suletta accept? And exactly what is his deal? And if you're curious about anything I say during the opening or endings, they are cut for YouTube to save time. So it's an incentive to join the Patreon. What is Ellen's deal? And what are the people that are backing him? Because are they on the council or are they a separate entity? And we still haven't heard from Mio's father, Delling. But considering nothing seems to have come from it, he must have accepted the results. I mean, it's the product of the Vanadis Institute. Ain't Ariel sentient AI? So I wonder how it feels about them poking around her in diagnostics and stuff like that. Fortune reading? Interesting. In a hell of a badass fashion. Sister, most likely, since she treats Ariel like family. Wait. Did she maybe have a brother or a sibling that died? Or at least in regards to, like, maybe her mother miscarried or something, or there was an older sibling? Unless it is just referring to Ariel, but she wouldn't obviously know Ariel's birthday since Ariel technically existed for as long as she was a child, and she wouldn't have memories that far back. I doubt he means it like a date. Reflection in an icy eye. Oh. Okay, no, it's a misunderstanding. I like Choo Choo's hair bonnet thing. Or at least the way she puts up her hair. It's still hilarious that she might be building a harem of all the heirs and heiresses of the big name companies. Then change the waves, the rules of space, so to say, because they want to make the world and the place better for her. Ice Prince. Deadpan definitely seems to put on a poker face. Wonder if we'll actually see a break in that facade, maybe. Yep. Who are you? I do appreciate that she's willing to make time for Suletta like this, willing to, make sure they hold off on speaking right away because she's prioritizing her daughter. A sign of a good parent. Though, not 100% sure I trust her or what she might be trying to accomplish, but based on what we know from the prologue, we know she definitely loves her daughter. But does her love for her daughter outweigh possibly her desire for revenge against Delling and for Vantage Institute? Only time will tell with that. But it's just a nice attention to detail right here. Still like her helmet. Hail Technologies. So cool. Oh, the ominous music, man. Is it Delling watching? Jaturk watching? Ellen and her. Oh, okay. So he's an enhanced person, and that thing he seems to be sitting on, that seat, that chair, does he require like regular maintenance? Is that what we see in the opening, where we see someone with like a more inorganic, robotic stuff around the neck? Was he experimented on, or was it like to save his life? Maybe. An enhanced person. What the fuck? Wait. Is he the Ice Prince? The cold, the cool guy because he doesn't actually have emotions. He's more robotic and inorganic than organic. And could Suletta possibly break that facade and teach him emotions and stuff like that? If we go that route, but the way he was talking about being created, was he like raised in a separate institute or something? A secret project borrowed from another. The music's definitely getting ominous. So many of the kids in this just follow the orders of others. But I guess it makes sense, considering where they are, lifestyles, current rules of space. Hey, Mio. Crazy way to make an entrance. Flee your jealous fiance. Don't go all Romeo and Juliet on me. So who's gonna drink the poison and who's gonna stab themselves? Just saying. Who's gonna stand on the balcony and who's gonna regale them with loves and tales and everything from the god? And so Romeo and Juliet exist in this world. That's cool. I mean, Earth does exist, so of course it would, but it's just I wasn't expecting a reference to that. Oh, oh, this is interesting. It's entertaining. Surprised you didn't call her sex craze because she wanted to go on a date. I love the mini scooters that people just come on in this series. It's a great way to run around, and I love scooters, but it's just entertaining. Did you wait long? Nope, the groupie bullies. Gotta spread the gossip. Did it spark a wee bit of jealousy and interest in Tsundere Guel? I love that it's just making waves across the entire school. But it does kind of make me feel bad that this is set up, that it's in a way tricking Suletta. I wish they could just have a normal, like, heart to heart or a normal time as friends or something like that, with no one pulling the strings in the background. That it just be between two kids that can pilot Gundams on a space station at a space school where duels are everything. You know what? The analogy is getting lost. Let's continue. Y'all know what I mean. Ariel is so cool. I want to look at that real quick. Cockpit, voice recorder, identification friend, flight data recording, navigation display, weapon selection, condition monitor, communication system, ground powered unit, restraint, flight fall, simulator. Wow. I love that you can just read the text. It's something I really appreciate about this show, is it doesn't seem like fake text. It's actual readable, pausable text on screen. It's a nice detail by the studio. For the group backing him, but I wonder if he still just have a general interest in her. Basically family, like a sister. Exactly. So wholesome. Very close. What'll this do? What'll happen? Could it be that in maybe a future episode he tries to steal Ariel, or someone does? Shit, that's not good. I love the first person view. Whoa, this shot, the cinematography, this is great. I don't got a good feeling. I don't know what's gonna happen. Seems like he's gonna freak out. I got chills, and I admit I'm nervous. Was he an orphan so he wouldn't know? Music with this is fantastic, but the detail on the eyes too. It made her cry. It made her sad. And watching Gwell actually feel anger, feel rage almost on her behalf, who is telling for the growth he's been through. Tsundere he may be, but like, it seems he's really starting to become into her camp, and those words struck deep into her. Wow. I love this show. What the fuck, Ellen? And the way they're setting this up, it'll probably be Ellen that stomps Guel, and then Suletta has to fight Ellen. I mean, he's doing it for you. I mean, throwing it right back at him, but at least he's in your camp. Sure, he did harass you, and everything that's happened can't be denied. But he's already changing. He's growing. And you gotta respect Guel for that, and the writing for that. It's such a nice touch for how we're going with this character. Still don't like you, Shattuck. I don't trust you, and I don't like you. But that may change in the future. So it's set in stone. Sorry, I keep pausing, but I like to pause and get my thoughts out so I don't miss dialogue too much. But could it be that the stick they'll go for between Ellen and Suletta's duel is either that she gives Ariel to Ellen if he wins, and Suletta maybe tries to find out more about Ellen if she wins? And if they go that route, what if she does lose Ariel? I wonder how her mom will react, how she'll react. Will it be possible to regain Ariel? And what might happen to Ariel in the meantime, like the modifications, the guttings, and stuff like that. Screw it, he's the man. Guel's resolved. He's on the warpath on behalf of Suletta. No, it's not for romance. Yes, she is. But in a way, you are too. But I love Guel's brother's mobile suit. It looks cool. His Delonza. No backing out now. But what'll happen to Guel if he loses to Ellen? That's definitely an issue that'll arise. Let's see the custom suit. Farak. I'll admit, that suit's straight up cool. It slaps. Like the Delonza, like the Darabald, like Ariel. The designs are so good in this show. I wonder what its capabilities are. Oh, like a moon surface. Or an asteroid surface. I wonder if there's any special, I guess, differences between the colors of beams. Is there like a power system between those? Again, not a whole lot of experience with the Gundam franchise, only IBO really. Or is it more like a user preference? The terrain is so cool. Sand turtle stack less. It looks so good. I'll admit that's terrifying. Wait. What? That's a lot of lasers. And that's a Gundam or based on a Gundam? So it's definitely a threat. Electromagnetic stun beam. That fucking imagery. Was she from Vanidus? Did she leave Vanidus to do some to raise orphans to create Gundams? Did she discover that about children? Don't underestimate it. Nope. It was a trap. That's clever. He got a little overconfident. He's not even aiming for the antenna. He's literally just dismantling him limb by limb. Seriously, what the fuck, Ellen? It's like he's toying with him. He's not even showing him bare respect. So it's exactly what I was predicting. Oh, shit. Well, that happened. Gloomy song. Now that's a cool end card. Not as vibrant or as epic as when it's focusing on a Gundam itself, but definitely can appreciate it. Line art's solid, coloring's good. Definitely a great artist. I might even know the artist, to be honest. Never too sure. But that was episode 5 of Mobile Suit Gundam Witch from Mercury. All I can really say is I can truly appreciate the development and the growth that Gwell's definitely been going through since we've met him. Going from bully and harasser to asshole to tsundere / I'm in your camp, I'll be a rival and a friend who fights for you, who will get angry for you, who won't take disrespect towards you. It's a nice series of developments. And I like that he's even willing to risk to go against his father's wishes and duel again when he's not allowed to duel, to take his brother's his own mobile suit, the Delanza, and fight on behalf of Suletta. It's so nice. It's such a good development for his character. And Ellen, sweet child Ellen. What the fuck? The amount of disrespect he just showed Gwell and Suletta angers me to no end. It was so unsportsmanlike. Plus, sure, he's doing it on behalf of other orders, perhaps even maybe out of a innate little bit of jealousy towards Suletta because Suletta's no longer the person he thought he was, that she doesn't share the same similarities. And he's an enhanced human, perhaps an orphan that was raised by someone who was from the Vanity Institute but left early on, or at some point when they realized the potential children to use for the Gundams to bypass the data storm and the permanent skill and the killing of the pilots. So how many more people are like Ellen, like Suletta? Very curious about that, because there's definitely some differences between Ellen's condition and Suletta's condition when it comes to piloting Gundams. And he just made it public that he's using a Gundam. So what'll be the repercussions of this? How many more will flood onto the scene? What'll Delling's response be? He's one of the big three, so he could probably just hush Delling up, unlike the Mercury people, the company. And I did call it about what the stakes of the duel will be, at least in regards to Ariel. I got a feeling that Suletta may lose, and then it might be a path of reclaiming Ariel, and what might happen to Ariel. So if I'm not mistaken, I've been told she's a sentient AI as well, with her own thoughts and feelings. So I wonder how she felt about them poking around her diagnostics to prepare her, how they felt about Ellen piloting her, and then if she does get taken, what'll happen? Will she cooperate? Another point I do want to make is, what would happen if Suletta actually mentioned permit score? Would that be like a boost in skill, maybe, because she's just doing it naturally? Very curious what would happen if she did that, or if she even knows about that in general. Sort of doubt it, but maybe she's been doing her research. Fight looked incredible as always, but hot damn. Watching Ellen just toy with Gwell was infuriating. It was like a predator playing with his prey. I do hope maybe we'll get past this point with him, and then he could maybe be a friend, like, so that I can crack his IT facade, teach him emotions, teach him to chill. But we'll definitely have to see how that goes in the future. Still don't know how I feel about the groupies around Gwell, because they're definitely bullies, they're definitely harassers, but maybe they'll change as Gwell changes. But it seems like they're sticking to him because he's from the company, like the CEO. So maybe they're from the same company. Maybe they've just been raised from childhood together. Other than that, not much else to say about the episode itself. Another solid installment. I adore this show so much. And if you're curious about whatever I say during the opening and endings, consider joining me on Patreon. And, again, it's only $5 a month. I'm at 5 patrons, trying to hit 10 by the end of the year. Small goal, difficult nonetheless. You get full access to my footage, so it's full audio, full video, no opening and ending being cut out, and so on. Y'all should know the drill by now. But this has been AlduicS. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I hope to see you all for the next Gundam or the reaction I do that you check out. Peace.